Hi guys, welcome to ANIMEized. This is the English translated version of the novel Throne of Seal. The novel differs slightly from the Chinese animation or donghua. If you want more of these videos, please smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. Enjoy and have a blessed day.
Under normal circumstances, even if she unleashed the power of the reincarnation spirit furnace, it was impossible to instantly kill an 8th rank powerhouse. This was true even if the 8th rank powerhouse was a star demon of pure magic attribute. Long HaoChen had clashed with 8th rank demons more than once, and he had a profound understanding of the strength of 8th rank power, especially when Cai Er unleashed her power. And her aura could be concealed so perfectly, one strike. To kill, something must have happened. Therefore, upon noticing that Cai Er was not in the right condition, Long HaoChen had to take the risk of exposing the Tower of Eternity to send her there first. As staying on the battlefield was too dangerous for Cai Er, during the subsequent battle, Long HaoChen spared no effort and fully exerted himself, swiftly resolving the battle and returning here, all to quickly check on Cai Er's current condition. At this moment, he was eager to return to his room. Golden light gleamed, and the eternal melody activated once again. Almost as soon as he entered the room, Long HaoChen eagerly teleported to the Tower of Eternity. Although they could now enter the second level of the Tower of Eternity, when they just entered the tower, they still had to start from the first level. Cai Er sat quietly, and when Long HaoChen saw her, his expression immediately changed. Because he was shocked to find that he couldn't sense any signs of life from Cai Er. She sitting there seemed like a statue. Cai Er! Long HaoChen exclaimed, quickly stepping forward, but he wasn't reckless. Instead of touching Cai Er's body, he squatted down carefully next to her, using his powerful spiritual power to sense Cai Er's breath. In such close proximity, Long HaoChen held his breath and finally felt a faint fluctuation of Cai Er's spiritual power. His anxious look gradually turned into astonishment. Cai Er's breath still existed, but it had become extremely faint, and her spiritual power seemed to have completely merged with the surroundings, as if she had become a part of the Tower of Eternity. There was no intense killing intent emanating from her, but upon closer inspection, Long HaoChen was surprised to find that Cai Er gave him a feeling of harmony between heaven and man. Could it be that Cai Er's divine guardian physique was awakening? Long HaoChen couldn't be sure, but he had a vague guess that although Cai Er's current condition wasn't great, it wasn't to the point of a crisis. "You silly girl, always so impulsive." Long HaoChen sighed softly, but his gaze at Cai Er was filled with affection. He sat down not far from her, keeping his eyes on her, carefully sensing every subtle change in her breath. He wouldn't leave her side until Cai Er woke up. Long HaoChen's guess was correct. Cai Er's ability to kill the star demon in one blow was not using her normal strength. According to the plan discussed by Long HaoChen and Tian Qing, it was the assassins of their royal level demon hunting squad, led by Tian Qing, who would assassinate the star demon first. Their assassins were also 7th rank powerhouses, and 7th rank assassins had a certain chance of success against 8th rank mages. In the original plan, there was no expectation of killing the star demon. The goal was to severely injure it. The aim was only to cripple it. Tian Qing, unfamiliar with Cai Er's strength, assigned her the task of assisting from the side in the assassination. However, the sharp perception of the star demon saved it the first time. The sneak attack by the 7th rank assassin was detected in advance, and although it launched a full-scale attack, it only resulted in the star demon being lightly injured. However, without a doubt, the actions of the 7th rank assassin attracted the attention of almost all anti-demon hunting squad, and at this moment, Cai Er, using an invisibility necklace and her own 6th rank invisibility skill, floated in the air about 100 meters above the ground, waiting for an opportunity. Cai Er was well aware that eliminating this group of anti-demon hunting squad quickly was crucial, especially making the leader, the star demon, lose combat capability. Otherwise, with the strength of the star demon and the inevitability of the grand prophecy, if it fought desperately, it could likely cause casualties to both demon hunting squads. Therefore, at that moment, Cai Er only had one thought in her mind, and that was to give her all in delivering a blow to the star demon. As for how much she could achieve, she didn't think too much about it, because she knew Long HaoChen would appear by her side in time to take her away. Absolute trust made Cai Er without any worries, and her inner determination led her into a unique state. The enlightenment of the Saintess of Reincarnation was by no means inferior to that of the Son of Light. And an unprecedented state of harmony between heaven and man appeared in Cai Er. At that moment, Cai Er's eyes and heart were focused solely on her target, as if there were no other existence in the world except for her and the star demon. Absolute focus, absolute concealment, raising her own spirit to the extreme. Cai Er also perfectly concealed her presence, just as Long HaoChen had sensed before. At that moment, she was like a cloud in the sky, a gust of wind. Even the 8th rank star demon couldn't sense her presence in that instant. The reincarnation sword and the reincarnation spirit furnace were activated in such a situation. An unprecedented sense of annihilation first appeared in Cai Er's own heart. In that moment, she felt that all her senses closed off, some of them, only due to the instinct of the unity of heaven and man. She didn't even understand how that blow was delivered. After delivering that blow, Cai Er lost all her senses. She remained immersed in the state of harmony between heaven and man, and Long HaoChen sent her into the Tower of Eternity. The disappearance of her senses this time was not due to the backlash of the reincarnation spirit furnace. After the synthesis of the three major spirit furnaces, Cai Er could use the reincarnation spirit furnace once without suffering backlash. After using it, she only needed to rest for a period of time, and the next time she could use it again without suffering backlash. Of course, if she wanted to unleash the greater power of the reincarnation spirit furnace, and use the reincarnation sword more times, she still had to bear the backlash. Cai Er remained seated for 3 days and 3 nights, accompanied by changes in her own breath, and Long HaoChen was finally relieved. He knew that Cai Er had entered a state of enlightenment. The other members of the 2 demon hunting squads remained quietly resting in the group headquarters, while chaos reigned in the city of Dieko. The Royal Level Squad number 17 and the Martial Level Squad number 64 suddenly appeared, successfully ambushing a group of anti-demon hunting squad, causing a great stir within the demon clan. The demons were not fools. After carpet searching for such a long time, they still suffered an attack from the demon hunting squad. What did this mean? It meant that the demon hunting squads of the Temple Alliance were already lurking nearby. A large-scale second carpet search unfolded in Dieko City with great momentum. 6 groups of anti-demon hunting squads were reconcentrated in the city. And the only surviving bear demon in the Star Anti-Demon Hunting Squad roared all day, determined to dig 3 feet to find those 2 demon hunting squads. The entire Yak clan launched a comprehensive attack, causing the entire Yak province to suffer. The situation outside is too tense, to the point that the news entering the group headquarters has become increasingly scarce. However, Tian Qing is not in a hurry. The Temple Alliance has invested heavily in the group headquarters. The entire group headquarters extends dozens of meters underground. And there is a special shielding magic array, even top-tier 9th rank powerhouses standing above the group headquarters using mental power cannot discover their presence. As for digging 3 feet of ground, can they really dig everything up? Demon hunting squads have never lacked endurance. And reaping the rewards from annihilating a group of anti-demon hunting squad, it's normal even if they spend a few months here in quiet cultivation. He has encountered this situation before. Dieko City. Ah Bao, with a cold expression, stands quietly in the room arranged by the Yak clan, looking out the window. Behind him, 9 powerful demons stand silently. Among these 9 demons, Yue Ye is included. But there is no sign of Ling Xiao, although he is the son of the demon god. Emperor, being among the anti-demon hunting squad member, Ah Bao doesn't have many privileges, and the group he commands is just an ordinary dragon group anti-demon hunting squad, except for himself, who is at the 8th rank. Yue Ye is only at the 6th rank, and the other members are 7th rank in strength. In the Battle of Dream Paradise, Ah Bao considered it a great shame, and he swore not to marry Yue Ye until he kills the human who brought him shame. Therefore, he became anti-demon hunter as the demon god emperor's son, leading his team to search for Long HaoChen and his companions. Ah Bao can be certain that Long HaoChen is a demon hunter, and the captain of a demon hunting squad. As long as they are demon hunting squad members, they will definitely come to the demon clan. So, he has been waiting for an opportunity and news. And just a few days ago, the surprise attack in Dieko City caught his attention, and when he heard about the performance of a golden figure on the battlefield, he knew that this golden figure was likely Long HaoChen. So, he led his team here, and they have been here for 10 days. Although on the surface Ah Bao doesn't have many privileges, who doesn't know that he is the demon clan's prince? Moreover, even though they are both at the 8th rank, can the strength of other demon hunting squad leaders compare to him? Therefore, when he came here, he completely controlled the situation in Dieko City. The second carpet search has already ended, still without any gains. Those 2 demon hunting squads seem to have evaporated from the earth. Brother Bao, the search has ended. Those demon hunters should have left by now. I think we shouldn't waste more time here. Yue Ye walked up behind Ah Bao, speaking softly. Ah Bao shook his head. With a stern expression, he said, "No, I'm sure they must still be in Dieko City, just hidden somewhere. I have inquired about the situation several times. The bear demon's distress signal was sent out in a timely manner, and the 2 nearby anti-demon hunting squads arrived in less than a minute. And during their arrival, they observed from the air. If those demon hunters had fled, they would have definitely left some traces. But the demon hunters disappeared, not having fled. According to our intelligence, there is likely a Temple Alliance demon hunting squad headquarters in Dieko City, and they are hidden there. They are waiting for us to relax our guard before escaping or launching another attack against our clan. As for endurance, I never lack endurance. I have set up a trap. I don't believe that they can escape from me this time. I want to personally kill him and present his heart to you as an engagement gift. Just as humans collect demon crystals from demons, demons also like to collect the hearts of human strongmen as trophies. For them, The hearts nourished by spiritual energy are excellent tonics for humans. Ah Bao did not notice that after he spoke these words, a hint of disgust flashed in Yue Ye's eyes. However, she concealed it well. Without further persuasion, Yue Ye knew very well that once Ah Bao made up his mind, even the demon god emperor would find it hard to change. Among the young generation of demons, Ah Bao is undoubtedly the most outstanding. As the heir to the demon god emperor, he is different from other extraordinary demon dragon clans. His strength comes from his own continuous efforts in cultivation. When he was born, he was weak, similar to a human infant. This is the process that all heirs to the demon god emperor must go through. All descendants with the bloodline of the demon god emperor must experience this process, and only then can they soar to supremacy after breaking through the 9th rank, becoming the supreme figure of the demon race. However, his excellence and the identity of being the heir to the demon god emperor also made Ah Bao have a weakness that others might not see as a weakness: arrogance. That is, being overly confident. To put it nicely, it's absolute confidence. But Yue Ye particularly dislikes this about him. In her heart, although Ah Bao is good to her, he never considers things from other people's perspectives. Even if it's her opinion, Ah Bao rarely listens. Yue Ye has to admit that Ah Bao's choice is correct, because she is well aware of who came here. The place where the Moonlit Night merchant group lost contact with Long HaoChen and the others is near the Yak province, right? So, she is even more anxious. But she can't persuade Ah Bao, and she doesn't know where Long HaoChen is either. There is no way to notify him. When Ah Bao made the decision just now, Yue Ye also made a decision in her heart at the same time, that in the most critical moment, there's no other choice. She can only use herself as leverage to help them escape. After all, her life is in the hands of that girl, originally. Yue Ye had resigned herself. Who dares to violate the marriage set by the demon god emperor and the moon demon god? She doesn't dare, she really doesn't dare. She can't even muster a trace of resistance. However, the originally scheduled wedding has been indefinitely postponed because of him. When Ah Bao, feeling very guilty, told her this news, Yue Ye was surprised to find that her heart was actually filled with relief. This also gave her more reason to help Long HaoChen. As long as he doesn't die, maybe she really doesn't have to marry Ah Bao. When she becomes old and faded, he probably won't fancy her anymore. At the squad headquarters. HaoChen, good news. The anti-demon hunting squads of the demon race have gradually withdrawn, and now there's only one squad left. In the city, they are residing in the demon palace of Ixia. What do you think? Shall we try again? Tian Qing's eyes gleamed as he spoke. After contemplating for a moment, Long HaoChen said, could it be a trap? Although the demon race searched for another 15 days, and found nothing, they left so quickly. I feel it's somewhat abnormal. Tian Qing nodded slightly, secretly admiring in his heart. HaoChen looks young, but his character is very steady. The situation you mentioned is possible. However, the missions we undertake are inherently dangerous. Danger is always present, yet danger also comes with opportunities. We have stayed here for too long. If we launch another attack, whether successful or not, we must leave here. So, there are two options now. One, we leave directly, and the other is to attack the anti-demon hunting squads remaining in the city before leaving. The external search has eased, and the information brought by our people will increase. So, let's wait a few more days based on the information, and then decide our course of action. Long HaoChen readily agreed. Alright, let's follow Brother Tian Qing's plan. In the blink of an eye, 3 more days passed, and continuous news came. From outside, various signs indicated that those anti-demon hunting squads had indeed left. However, the demon race dispatched a group of 1,000 demon cavalry to assist Ixia in guarding the Yak province. However, this seemed to further prove that there were no more anti-demon hunting squad remaining here. HaoChen, we can't wait any longer. Just received news. The last anti-demon hunting squad has already left the city. It seems they are about to leave. This is a rare opportunity. Long HaoChen still hesitated a bit. Brother Tian Qing, our gains this time are already quite good. It might be safer to leave first. We can choose another location, and we might still ambush anti-demon hunting squads there. For some reason, he had a subconscious sense of danger, as if invisible eyes were constantly watching them. Tian Qing frowned, obviously a bit displeased with Long HaoChen. He said in a deep voice, Alright, HaoChen, I won't force you. Our team will take the lead in this operation. You'll be in charge of support. If we fall into a demon trap, you should immediately retreat. Don't worry about us. While saying this, Tian Qing's tone became noticeably firm. Although their team owed a great debt to Long HaoChen and his team, as a royal-level demon hunting squad, they always had a strong sense of autonomy. Tian Qing was the absolute core of the team, and he had great confidence in his own judgment. Gratitude doesn't mean subservience, especially as they were a higher-level royal-level demon hunting squad. Everyone in Tian Qing's team was eager to prove their strength in this second operation. With that said, Long HaoChen naturally couldn't say much more, and could only nod in agreement with Tian Qing's plan. The next step was to quickly formulate the plan. Long HaoChen would hold one position, while Tian Qing's team took the lead, and his team provided support. After all, the enemy was unaware that there were 2 demon hunting squads here. Having both a visible and invisible team would significantly increase the security of both squads. Tian Qing, after careful consideration, wasn't dissatisfied with this, considering it a safer option. In any case, with his team taking the lead, they could share the benefits with Long HaoChen's team. As long as the operation succeeded, the confidence of their comrades who were hit could be restored. While the two were discussing, news came from outside. The anti-demon hunting squad was heading towards the city gate, and was about to leave the city. Tian Qing decisively said in a deep voice, "Let's go, we'll use the secret passage to leave, and intercept them directly outside the city. Attacking outside the city gives us a greater advantage than inside. At least we don't have to worry about Yiksha's reaction." Long HaoChen nodded. "Brother Tian Qing, be careful. If you sense anything wrong, we'll cover your retreat, and you should quickly withdraw. We have our own methods to escape." "Okay." Tian Qing agreed with a non-committal sound, then turned to call his teammates. In truth, he didn't pay much attention to Long HaoChen's words. As a royal-level demon hunting squad, having a martial-level demon hunting squad covering their retreat was somewhat embarrassing. Moreover, he didn't think there was anything wrong with his plan. A group of 13 silently emerged from the secret passage, with the royal-level squad 17 in the front, and the martial-level squad 64 behind. All of them were fully armed. Cai Er silently followed Long HaoChen, and those familiar with her could observe. Cai Er had changed a bit compared to before. Her coldness was more restrained, no longer as overt as before. Even the space between her eyebrows seemed softer. However, on closer inspection, Cai Er's restrained aura was even more formidable, like an unfathomable abyss, serene and profound. After 3 days of quiet cultivation, Cai Er's sixth sense had naturally recovered, but she still hadn't triggered the awakening of the divine guardian physique. However, that day, the unity of man and sword for the first time fully integrated her abilities, and the help to her was self-evident. After returning to the team headquarters, Cai Er had been in seclusion these days, feeling a strong sense that her divine guardian physique could awaken at any moment, but now it lacked that final trigger. As for when this trigger might appear, she herself didn't know. Cai Er was well aware that, even if it was just a thin line, it could be a world of difference. The awakening of the divine guardian wasn't something that could be achieved through effort alone. It required a moment of explosive insight. Everyone was a strong individual of at least the 6th rank. Even when advancing in the underground passage, the speed was still extremely fast. Led by Tian Qing, when they saw the light of day again, they were already outside the great Yiksha city. Without Tian Qing's guidance, the team's mages and priests had already taken action, using Hawkeye and True Vision simultaneously, investigating the surroundings near and far. The mage spoke in a low voice. "Found them, a group of 10 people, just emerged from the city, led by a black-clothed youth of the demon race. The specific race is unclear. However, the aura is very powerful, possibly from the extraordinary demonic dragon race. If that's the case, then we've encountered the dragon group of the anti-demon hunting squad." The priest reported next. "No hidden units are ambushing within a kilometer radius. Everything is normal." Tian Qing asked the mage, "Have you found any signs of ambush? Investigate more carefully." The mage nodded, strengthened the output of magical power, and activated Hawkeye comprehensively. This mage's most powerful detection skill could even reveal the demon race's invisible units. It was cast by a mage of the 7th rank, capable of investigating within a radius of at least 20 miles. When concentrating the spiritual power at a closer distance, the investigation could be more detailed. After a moment, the mage said, "Everything is normal. Those demons have already left the city, and they don't seem to be flying, but walking in the direction of the central provinces. Besides the black-clothed youth leading, there's also a woman in a white cloak behind him. She also has a humanoid appearance, and her true cultivation and race can't be discerned yet. Behind them, there are 4 more humanoid demon strongmen, 2 demons, 1 Yiksha demon, and 1 bear demon. I can confirm that, besides the black-clothed youth leading, at least 2 of the other humanoid demons possess pure magical abilities. They are leaving quickly, and our ambush is already too late. I suggest a head-on confrontation. We have a 70% chance of taking them down." Tian Qing nodded and said in a deep voice, "Let's go." As he spoke, he suddenly drew his heavy sword, lifted his dark golden giant shield with his left hand. A dazzling dark golden light unfolded in front of him, and with a deep roar, a massive earth dragon suddenly appeared in front of him. This was an 8th rank magical beast, the diamondback dragon, the most powerful among the earth dragons. It could rival human strongmen of the 7th rank, and most importantly, its defense capabilities were extremely robust. With its cooperation, the knight effectively had an extra powerful shield. Even 8th rank strongmen would find it challenging to kill the diamondback dragon in a short time. Tian Qing leaped into the air, landing directly on the broad back of the diamondback dragon. The warrior and assassin also jumped onto the dragon's back, while the 7th rank summoner held up a bright silver crystal ball, chanting a few incantations softly. 3 white lights flashed, and 3 level 6 magical beasts, lightning leopards, appeared in front of the group. The summoner himself and the mage and priest each mounted one. At this moment, the combat skills of the royal level demon hunting squad were fully demonstrated. They can, of course, fly over with their spirit wings to snipe the enemy, but the anti-demon hunting squads are not weak. Especially the dragon group of the demon hunting squads is the most challenging to deal with below royal level demons. Therefore, they need to conserve their spiritual power. Moreover, going overland is less likely to be detected by the enemy. Lightning leopards have average attack and defense capabilities. But as wind-type magical beasts, they have lightning-fast speed. It is undoubtedly the best for magic-class professionals to ride such magical beasts. Just as they mounted the magical beasts, the mage had already taken out his wand and started a low chant. Riding on the lightning leopard, he chanted calmly, seemingly sticking to the leopard's back, with the chant neither chaotic nor hurried. A group of 6 people swiftly advanced under the guidance of the mage's hawk eye towards the path the enemy must take. The eyes of the members of the martial level number 64 demon hunting squad naturally fell on Long HaoChen. Purple light shimmered in Long HaoChen's eyes, and under the massive figure of Hao Yu, he appeared in front of everyone in an instant. Hao Yu's body length had already exceeded 11 meters, and its body could definitely be described as colossal, with 2 large protrusions on its back becoming more prominent. 4 large heads raised high, and it was clear to see that the previously shrunken protrusion on the other side, after nearly a year of seclusion, had expanded again, and it was approaching the length of the other heads. It could evolve again at any moment, especially recently. Hao Yu had consumed a significant amount of magic crystals, and the terrifying aura emanating from it sometimes shocked even Long HaoChen. All 7 people mounted Hao Yu's back, with Long HaoChen standing on Xiao Guang's head with 1 foot. Hao Yu's robust limbs moved forward powerfully, striding towards the direction of royal level number 17 demon hunting squad. However, at Long HaoChen's signal, they intentionally lagged behind by about a kilometer, and they tried to find cover to hide their presence as they advanced. Long HaoChen was actually hoping he was overly cautious. After the last ambush, they had already completed 10 out of the 16 kill missions. Especially killing a star demon directly completed a challenging mission second only to attacking a demon god. The mission to attack the demon god targeted the 72nd ranked demon god in a remote province, where they just needed to give their all against that demon god. However, star demons were different, as most of them lived in the central city of the magic capital, not to mention an 8th rank star demon. Once they took action in the central city, avoiding detection would be extremely difficult. Due to the terrifying spiritual power of the demon god emperor, the Temple Alliance could never establish a branch in the central city, and there, the number of powerful demons was abundant. They never expected this extremely difficult task, equivalent to hunting a demon god, would be completed here. So, the team was much more relaxed, especially since they had only been out for 2 months. And they had already completed most of the kill missions. They could naturally slow down their pace going forward. Hopefully, the second ambush will be successful. The 2 demon hunting squads continued to advance at a rapid pace, and Tian Qing was still taking good care of Long HaoChen's team. He kept changing positions, and at the same time, he waved his heavy sword, informing Long HaoChen of their situation, mainly indicating the distance to the enemy. Long HaoChen's heartbeat suddenly accelerated, as if an invisible force was squeezing it. A moment later, a message came from the front. They were already within 3 kilometers of the enemy, and they would launch the attack in about 2 minutes. Long HaoChen suddenly turned and shouted to Lin Xin. Lin Xin, use Hawkeye. Quickly, investigate if there's anything different about that anti-demon hunting squad. Lin Xin nodded, sensing that Long HaoChen's mood was off. He didn't dare to delay. He quickly raised his fire crystal staff and swiftly released a Hawkeye spell. During this process, the 2 demon hunting squads continued to advance, still rapidly approaching the enemy. Long HaoChen asked urgently, "What's the situation?" Lin Xin furrowed his brows. "I see the enemy, it's strange. The black-clothed youth leading them seems odd to me. He's wearing a hat on his head, covering his face, but I still feel like I know him. Also, the woman in a cloak behind him also feels familiar. Wait, oh, it's her." Lin Xin's sudden exclamation surprised everyone in the team. Long HaoChen asked urgently, "Who is it?" Lin Xin said, "It's Yue Ye. The woman in their team is Yue Ye. This is not good. Could it be the leader is the one from last time?" Yes, just when Lin Xin used Hawkeye to investigate, the woman ranked second in the anti-demon hunting squad removed her cloak, revealing her true face. Although it was only a moment, Lin Xin could still clearly see her purple hair and exquisite beauty. "Isn't she Yue Ye?" Long HaoChen's heart sank to the bottom in an instant. "We've been deceived. There must be an ambush." As he thought this, he quickly looked towards Tian Qing and the others in the front. At this moment, Tian Qing and the others had just rushed down from a hill, disappearing from Long HaoChen's sight. A strong magical fluctuation erupted at that moment. Even from a distance, they could clearly feel the temperature in the air dropping sharply, and a terrifying energy fluctuation followed. Obviously, the Royal Level Number 17 Demon Hunting Squad had already launched an attack. Long HaoChen and the others realized this a bit too late. Indeed, the one that leisurely walked out of Yue City was Ah Bao and his Dragon Group Demon Hunting Squad. After making an accurate judgment, Ah Bao gradually set up a trap for Long HaoChen and the others. His approach was straightforward. First, block the reconnaissance of the Demon Hunting Squad within the city as much as possible. Then withdraw the Demon Hunting Squads one by one, gradually luring and numbing Long HaoChen and the others. And when they left the city this time, their goal was naturally to lure the snake out of its hole. If they didn't give Long HaoChen and the others a chance to attack, how could they catch the big fish? Ah Bao's strategy may not be particularly clever, but it was undoubtedly simple and effective. Both Long HaoChen and Tian Qing were smart, but it wasn't easy to see through such an obvious deception. Especially when Ah Bao had absolute confidence in himself, so the ambushing forces were placed far away. When Yue Ye took off her cloak, Ah Bao turned his dissatisfied gaze towards her. Just as he was about to reprimand her, suddenly, a dense magical fluctuation appeared. A team of 6 from the Demon Hunting Squad was heading straight towards them. It wasn't that person. This was Ah Bao's first judgment, but no matter what, it was still a Demon Hunting Squad. Moreover, daring to attack him with just a Demon Hunting Squad strength, it was at least a Royal Level Demon Hunting Squad. Eliminating them would still be a significant achievement. A trace of a sneer appeared at the corner of Ah Bao's mouth. He shouted coldly, "Deploy the defensive formation." As he said this, he raised his right hand, and a ball of purple-black light rose into the air, bursting with a strong halo. This was the signal to launch the ambush. The giant bear demon had already taken large strides to the forefront, and at this moment, powerful magic descended. Ice and Snowstorm, a 7th rank ice magic for group attacks. Among the Royal Level Number 17 Demon Hunting Squad, there were only 3 legendary grade equipment in total: the shield in Tian Qing's hand, the summoner's silver crystal ball, plus the mage's staff. This was also the configuration most demon hunting squads would choose, maximizing the squad's survivability and attack power. Without a doubt, the mage was their strongest source of attack. The Ice and Snowstorm was a large-scale magic. Even a 7th rank mage needed at least over a minute to chant it. But precisely because of that, this magic was the most powerful among all 7th rank water magic. The mage from the Royal Level Number 17 Demon Hunting Squad even used a slow chanting technique, delaying the casting time of the magic, making the magic's condensed magical elements even more powerful. Snowflakes the size of palms fell from the sky, icy and cold, accompanied by a sharp and piercing whistling sound. Each snowflake cut through the air like a sharp blade, tearing through the air, and everything in its path. Amidst the terrifying howling, the snowflakes accelerated, sweeping towards the anti-dragon group Demon Hunting Squad. The Ice and Snowstorm was not just a water-type magic, it also had a wind-type effect, and the legendary staff in the hands of the mage from the Royal Level Number 17 Demon Hunting Squad was a rare ice and wind dual type. Casting this magic has an additional effect. Therefore, when this magic is cast, it clearly possesses the power of an 8th rank magic. It can be clearly seen that, during the process of casting the magic, the mage's complexion gradually turns pale, indicating the enormous burden he is enduring. This is a magic that cannot be evaded, covering at least several thousand square meters. Ah Bao and his demon companions quickly gather together. The bear demon covers his head with both hands, but stands tall and proud. It can be clearly seen that his thick fur stands on end, and a faint purple-black aura ripples around him, acting as a barrier against the strongest frontal attacks. 2 black-clothed youths slowly rise from behind. A rich dark purple light emanates from their hands, and surprisingly, each of them holds a staff, emitting a strong magical aura. Although not yet legendary, they are at the pinnacle of brilliance. You should know that among the demon race, mages rarely use staffs. Staffs of dark attributes can only be crafted by the demon race. The Temple Alliance doesn't produce staffs with such attributes. To suddenly have 2 staffs, it's evident that the Dragon Group Anti-Demon Hunting Squad is well equipped.